Hey, welcome to another lovely state mandated meal break. So, today's is going to be a little bit of a stream of consciousness, but bear with me. I think I got something to say here, I hope. Today was about what was on my mind is the nature of people being too goddamn delicate. That's one thing. Loyalty and the nature of friendship and some perseverance. Those are the things that kind of sat in the back of my head while I was swimming today. So, uh, obviously, I talked a lot about struggling with my weight. Um, well, today I actually used some fuel in the tank and crushed it. Actually, I did 1,000 yards in under 30 minutes. So that worked out really well. It could have gone another way, though. It really could have if I had been a delicate individual. So here we go. From my personal locker, I will tell you this. When I was a younger man, I was about 195 pounds, roughly 5% body fat. I was a good football player, been a heck of an athlete my whole life. Um, these days, when I look at myself in the mirror, I get very angry. Not at the world, not at people who mention things, my brother, my friends. Um, I don't get mad at them. I get mad at me for letting it go this far. I mean, when I look at myself, I have to do the integrity moment, do the accountability mirror like David Goggins talks about. You look at yourself and go, Jesus Christ, what happened? What did you do? Look at you. And it's okay, just like Goggins says, it's okay to be hard on yourself and say, holy shit, you're fat. As long as you're willing to put forth the effort and show some perseverance to do something about it. Not every day in your life is going to be easy. Not every workout's going to be easy, like we talked about with the one more foot thing. But you got to display some perseverance, and that has to come from somewhere, and it's not always where you'd expect it to come from. Sometimes negative comments can give you that perseverance if you put them in the right place. And those negative comments, they don't always come from your enemies. They don't always come from even in your own brain. Sometimes they come from your friends. And if you take a minute to think it through, and don't be such a knee-jerk reaction, delicate little ninny with sand in your vajayjay, you will take the time to understand that those comments aren't made in the vein of trying to pick on you. These are people who love you and want you to do better, who remember who you used to be and that happiness and that joy and that ferocity that you used to have, and they're trying to direct you back to it. So, here we go. Today's swim, which, by the way, swimming is really good this way. You don't have any podcasts to listen to or any music. It's really you in the water. It's you against yourself at all times. Today's swim, I actually kind of caught the personal best. I did 1,000 yards in under 30 minutes. Actually, more than 1,000 yards. And I was still feeling really good. I had plenty in the tank. I just ran out of time. So, now, what spawned this was a negative comment, but it wasn't directed at me at all. At all. So a good friend of mine who I've known for 32 years, Ben, he made a comment about a lot of these preppers that you see on YouTube or wherever. They couldn't run a mile if it meant their life, and he referred to them as gravy seals. Dude, spot on. So today my swim was me going to war with my inner gravy seal. So he said that. I looked at the video I'd sent him that he was saying it about, and I thought, that guy's skinnier than me. Shit. I did. I stopped and I said, shit. And then I went to war with myself. But if I'd have been a delicate person, and if I'd known Ben any less, I might have thought that he was saying it out of thoughtlessness. Really wasn't, dude. Not at all. The guy's been Like I said, he's been a solid friend for 32 years. And the nature of that friendship, well, look, a real friend, a loyal friend, somebody who wants to see you do better in life, isn't always going to give you a damn participation trophy and say, oh, it's okay. They're not going to do that. They're going to say the tough things too. And it's up to you to take those tough things and put them in the proper place. View yourself with a bit of positivity, but also understand you got work to do. Okay? And don't let what may appear to have been a thoughtless comment break your loyalty to a friend. Don't even let it put a ding in it, because that friend who's been there for 30 plus years, they don't hang around for their own joy and rapture, dude. They hang around because they like you and they want to be your friend and they want to be there for you. That's no joke, dude. And that kind of loyalty, it doesn't just grow on trees. Okay? So if somebody displays that kind of loyalty towards you, don't you owe them the same benefit of the doubt? Just because you disagree on a subject or just because they say the tough things to you doesn't mean you're not friends. Take that, put it in your tank, and go jump in a damn pool. Now, Ben didn't say anything wrong at all. He was not directing his comment to me at all. That was my inner fat kid that went, oh my God. Okay? And even if he had, though, if Ben had walked up to me and said, dude, get your chunky ass in that pool, I would have looked at him and told him to eat a fat bag of dicks, but then I would have gotten the pool because he's right. So take that and put it in the proper place. And when you have these moments where you're struggling with your workout, you're struggling with life, your bones and joints ache, you don't want to go to work, whatever you got going, whatever your struggle is, look, you've got to display the perseverance that's the only thing that's going to get you through, really. Not every workout's going to be easy. And when you fall down or you skip a week or you screw up, whatever it is, you got to get back up. And the friend that tells you the difficult things, man, they're telling you what they see inside of you. That's what they're seeing. So they're telling you positive things about yourself, negative things that you need to work on, but they're doing it from a place of love, period. Even if somebody makes some kind of comment that hurts your feelings, take the time to analyze it and see, did that come from a place of love or are they making fun of you? Don't be so goddamn delicate. Dude, the people who want to be in your life and want to see you do better, guess what? They're going to make those comments. And it's difficult when somebody is overweight or facing a challenge and they're not living up to the person you see inside of them. It's difficult to say those things appropriately sometimes. Sometimes there is no way to say it appropriately, so you just fucking say it. But the point is, those people see you for who you really are. And they're telling you that they respect you and that you can do better. That's the bottom line. The nature of loyalty, it doesn't need to be a delicate thing. You don't need to be delicate. Dude, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your friends. And I think what you'll see is people will have more understanding for that. So, me this week, my perseverance challenge is I had back spasms the whole damn week. I was flat on my back 2 days. In the end, I went back to the pool because that's an exercise I can do without injuring myself further. So there's your perseverance lesson for the day. Just because things went wrong for a while, just because you got a little injured, just because, I don't know, whatever, you got to display something. You got to get that one more foot from somewhere. And don't be offended. If somebody says something that hurts your feelings, as long as it's the truth, talk to them later about how they said it, but understand that it's the truth and it needs to be rectified. I think a long time ago when I was a young man, I read a comic book called The Savage Sword of Conan. And Conan had just gotten dropped into a pit with a beast that there were just piles of bones and blood everywhere. And essentially, he understood what he was going to do. He knew that he wasn't going to just curl up in a corner and take it. And he said to himself, the little thought bubble says, well, let this beast come forward. Let's gird our loins and cast the dice. But by God, this beast will know I was here. And the last thing you see is down in the dark, you see Conan tearing the eyes out of this monster. Well, there you go. That's how you have to approach it, man. Even if you fail, show up. Show some loyalty to your friends, show some perseverance, and the rewards are going to come. Maybe not as fast as you'd like, but they'll be there. There you go. There's your positivity for the day. Be loyal. Don't be a delicate little bitch.